Hey everybody, Joshua Laycock here. Today's day 100, and that's kind of cool. I thought a lot about what I want to do for day 100, and I just decided to keep it fairly simple. I've got a really busy day ahead of me today. The world doesn't care that it's day 100. Crazy busy day at work, and then jiu-jitsu, and then out for some drinks and wings with some buddies afterwards. I probably won't get home until tomorrow. So now is as good a time as any to do episode 100. I was chatting with a friend about this. He was kind of excited for me. He said, I have to be honest, I don't have a clue why you're doing this. And I said, I get that. Part of it is so that I can build some confidence speaking to people. Part of it is to get some content out there. Part of it is, quite frankly, because I enjoy it. But, the truth is that I feel like this coaching thing is a calling for me. I've resisted it for most of my life. My dad and my mom were social workers. My mom moved into executive coaching. I've been around it, and I've always been aware of this concept of coaching in my life, but I never wanted to be a coach. There's a bit of a stigma associated with, I guess, what people like to call life coaches, and there's a lot of people that get that terminology confused. And I'm taking some courses right now, really enjoying the formality of it and really enjoying the structure and learning from some pretty incredible people. And there's a lot of misconception about this. I get a lot of people that come to me and ask for help, but really what they're looking for is a therapist. They're looking to uncover and address some really deep lifelong trauma and challenges from their past. And while there is certainly a place for that, to explore those things in coaching, it's not what a coach is. Right? A coach is not a therapist who helps you unravel those things. You need a professional who can walk you through those, because uncovering trauma is about reliving trauma sometimes, and if you're not in the right environment with the right kind of care, it can be very dangerous. I also get a lot of people that say, what the hell do coaches know? Why are they telling people how to live their lives? Why are they telling people what they should do? And there's so many of these young life coaches, they haven't lived yet. And I think that's also a really a strong misconception. People who tell you what to do based on their experience are consultants. They're advisors. And there's a role for consultants and advisors. But that's not what an effective coach is all about. An effective coach is really about helping other people see things in themselves and to uncover what is already there. I'm pushing 40. I've had some good life experiences. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. Am I good at asking the right question and getting people to think about things differently, to see the world differently? I think I'm pretty good at that, and I'm working on that. And that's what being an effective coach is, because there has to be a fundamental belief. There is a fundamental belief among effective coaches. And this is the big thing that I want to talk to you about today. I touched on it yesterday. Nothing that I have done or said is unique or original. It is simply an interpretation or a realignment of perspective. It's seeing things through a slightly different lens. And when you work as a coach, you necessarily have to believe, truly, that the person you're coaching has all the answers that they need within themselves. It has to be true. There are some basic principles that I will strongly recommend people follow. Right? There are virtues and there are values that I think successful people have. But I won't say you should do this, you should quit your job, you should. That's a consultant. And that's not what I try to be. If anything that I've said in my videos resonates with you at all, if anything, it resonates with you because you've realized that it's already true within yourself. It's allowed you to see your own life through a slightly different perspective. And maybe you can start to see the patterns and the lessons in life around the world. But know that whatever you're working on, whatever struggles you're facing, whatever obstacles seem insurmountable, the answers and the solutions and the capacity to win are actually truly within you already. And a good coach will help you uncover that more quickly, more effectively, more tactically. What business do I have telling people how to live their lives? None. Some days I'm not even entirely sure I've got my own sorted out. But I think if the stuff that we've talked about hits home at all, or you've struggled with some of these things, maybe a coach is right for you. Maybe me, maybe not. There's lots of coaches out there. But that's why I do this, because the more people who can start to uncover the truths within themselves, the more that someone starts to really believe that the solution lies within who I am right now. There are always opportunities to improve ourselves, but everything that I need, I already have. I just have to locate it and use it effectively. That shift in belief is incredibly empowering. Because instead of seeking external assistance in the form of someone has to help me do this, I can't do this, I don't know how to do it, someone has to tell me what to do, that is an incredibly limiting mindset that leads to frustration and stress and anxiety and depression and surrender. But knowing I've got the capacity to figure this out. I could maybe use some help along the way uncovering it, but I know that it's here. It will give you a sense of empowerment that is pretty unmatched. Because if it is humanly possible, that capacity is within you. Now look, we have to be realistic. I'm never going to be an NBA player. I'm never going to be an NFL player. I'm highly unlikely that I'm ever going to be an astronaut. But let's be realistic. Of the entire spectrum of possibilities of human existence, there are actually very few things on this planet that are impossible, or as close to impossible as math will allow. The rest, it's within me. And it's within you. And it started when I was a ski patroller and I helped the first person, and I realized the incredible power of helping someone feel more comfortable in their skin, feel safe, bringing them to a place of safety. It is an intoxicating, addictive feeling. And while I have resisted being a coach in a very formal sense, I still even kind of say it sheepishly because sometimes it feels silly even to me. I've had enough people who have stepped up and who have said to me, you've had a profound impact on my life, or you've really helped that person, or the lessons you've helped me learn have allowed me to then help other people. Everything from turning around stagnant marriages to working through people with suicidal tendencies. And again, that's not generally what a coach does, but these are the messages that I've had. It's intoxicating. And I believe that it is a calling. I believe that my purpose here, it's not to be an insurance guy. It's not to be, a jiu-jitsu black belt. It's not to be an anything, but an enabler of helping people understand the world a little bit better. It's what I do at work in my insurance job. It's even what I do when I'm in jiu-jitsu, and while I'm learning, I find myself naturally trying to make sure that those white belts who've never been to class before, I've maybe got a couple months on them, feel just a little bit more comfortable, and recognizing that while you probably feel monstrously overwhelmed right now, it won't take very long before you realize that most of this stuff is already within you. It's just, again, a microcosm of life. So I don't think I'm going to resist it anymore. You know, I'm taking coaching classes. I'm surrounding myself with people who support what I'm working on. I have a lot of support from my family. And I think it's time, if nothing else that I've learned over these last 100 days, not just in doing the videos, but in the self-reflection that I've done and the introspection and the conversations that I've had with really good friends, is that this is what I'm meant to do in some capacity. I don't know what that's going to be, but I know that that's the impact that I'm going to have on the world. So as we wrap up day 100, I'm feeling very, very inspired. I'm excited about what's going to happen with Lifestyle Evolution, what I'm going to do with the Lifestyle Evolution Academy, how we're going to have an impact on the world. It probably won't just be me on this ride, but I'm leaving after 100 feeling really excited. Am I going to do a video tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not. But this certainly isn't goodbye. This is literally just the beginning of something very powerful. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to say thank you again to everybody who's listened, to my friends who have commented, who have given me feedback, good, bad, and otherwise. You know, I appreciate the people who are promoting me and who are talking to their friends about me, which is awesome. To my good friends who listen to the crazy rantings that I have and all these wild ideas, and who sit there and they nod and they support me and they go, how do I help? It's pretty cool. It's neat to have those kind of people around you. So that's day 100, where I'm at, what I'm going to be doing. And I have absolutely no doubt that you will be hearing a lot more about Lifestyle Evolution in the future. But for the first time in 100 days, I will not see you tomorrow, but I will see you around. Take care. Have a fantastic day. Love you.